Vasco da Gama was born in Sines, on the southwest coast of Portugal. His exact date of birth is unknown, and his place of birth is unverified. His father was Estevão da Gama and his mother was João Sodré. His mother's family can be traced back to England, and had been well appointed. His father served as a knight, and would rise in the ranks of the Order of Santiago. His mother's father and brothers were also prominent figures in the Order of Christ. Vasco da Gama was one of 6 children. He was the third son, and he also had a sister. He himself married Catarina de Ataide. They had 6 sons and a daughter. Very little is known of his education. It is believed, as he came from a well-situated family, he would have been educated as befitted his station. A local historian has suggested Vasco da Gama may have studied at a town called Évora, where it is likely he took lessons in mathematics and navigation. Instead of following the Sodrés, he followed his father, and joined the Order of Santiago, the master of which was Prince John, who became King John II of Portugal, and who doted on the order, and so the Gama's prospects were very high. In 1497, he led his first expedition to India. He sailed around the Cape of Good Hope in Africa. In December that year he reached the coast of Natal, and in January 1498, he was at the mouth of the Zambezi. In May, they reached their destination, Calcutta, India. Upon his return to Portugal, he was created Admiral of the Indian Ocean, and commanded to return. His subsequent voyage proved less fruitful than his first, and the king overlooked da Gama for the next 2 decades. Threatening to follow in Magellan's footsteps, and defect to Spain, the king finally saw fit to engage da Gama's services once again. He made him a count, and commanded he return to India as the Portuguese viceroy. Vasco da Gama earned himself quite a reputation. It was understood that no route existed between Portugal and the East, but Vasco da Gama believed otherwise, and was subsequently able to prove it, by sailing around Africa, and on to India. He would, over time, make several journeys to India, encountering dangers along the way, in the form of fighting Arabs and fierce weather conditions at sea. It would be his third, and final trip to India, that would see Vasco da Gama struck down with malaria shortly after their arrival. 2 of his sons accompanied him on this voyage. On Christmas Eve, 1524, in the city of Cochin, Vasco da Gama would lose his battle with the terrible disease. His body was laid to rest, originally, at the St. Francis Church, located at Fort Kochi. Later, in 1539, he would be reinterred in Videira, Portugal, in a casket elaborately decorated with gold and jewels.